So as the title says, ladies and gentlemen, a new map is coming. I'm so excited that I can finally now talk to you about it. As you know, I was invited out to Epic HQ in Carolina, where I stayed for 3 days and got to play a ton of Paragon. They saw me beating the NA team on the launch day, which was streamed on Twitch. During the last night, me and some other content creators stayed in the Coliseum until about 4 AM playing on the new map, and hands down it's the most fun I've had on Paragon. I was lucky enough to get invited into the alpha after signing up a few months beforehand, so I've seen the game shape and grow ever since. Fell in love from the first week, deciding to pick up the Founders Pack for around about £100 to support the devs, as I wanted to see the game grow into its full potential. But over the last few months I've lost a bit of interest in the game because of the slow pace, games going on for over an hour, and even the games that last for 40 minutes can feel like a stalemate for so long, and it takes the fun out of it, especially come from League of Legends, which has everything to offer. But the game's in early access, so we got to expect these things. So this is the reason I've been saying to have faith in Epic, because I really feel this new map is going to address all the issues that everyone's been complaining about. Just a quick heads up, I'm giving away some Paragon coins at the end of next month. All you have to do is like this video and drop me a comment with your thoughts below. So my first hand experience on the map was fantastic. I saw the removal of travel mode, which felt weird at first, but once I got used to the size of the map, all my issues of travel mode from the last few patches were gone. I don't have any images to share with you at the moment. As you can imagine, a lot has changed since I last played it, so what I'm going to tell you may not be in the map anymore or could well be changed in many shapes and form. Being an avid League of Legends player, this map felt smaller compared to LoL. I could get back to my lane quicker, but on the verse of that you can push your lane a lot quicker. It'd be interesting to see how the likes of Narbash will be used when it comes out, and also the potential pushing power of someone like Iggy on Scorch. Still have the same amount of harvesters, but now on the outer lanes we have a gold buff which spawns quite frequently. By killing the 2 minions you are granted a buff that gives you additional XP. There are 4 in total, with them spawning in each corner of the tier 1 turrets, so you can easily contest your opponent's buff. At the time of playing, the buff gave you a big XP lead which can be vital in making plays. For example, Steel hit on level 5s as foes just hit level 4, allow you for big play potential with your jungler, dunk those foes. At the time of playing, the red buff had been removed and its place was a green buff. Can't exactly remember what stats it gave you, I think it had something to do with health regen. All Prime now has his own little arena, which was the only part of the map I didn't really like, as he's surrounded by walls you can only enter through one way. I liked the previous layout of the pit as it was big and open with the high ground, shadow planes and such, allowing for big fights to break out when you're trying to take the buff. With the map being a lot smaller, it does feel like you have lost a lot of the jungle. The lanes are now all the same level and you can run quite easily between them, but even with the map being smaller, don't expect to be in mid lane straight away, which is going to completely wipe out the death ball. But of course we may still see the level 1 death balls for the invade on the camps. Using the Unreal Engine in the river that connects the lanes looks absolutely amazing, as you could imagine. One thing that really stays in my mind was the theme of the map. At the moment we don't know much about the lore, but I have a feeling a big theme of it's going to be set around space. The map brought back a lot of memories of one of the original Unreal Tournament maps, which you can see on the screen, with the structures being very similar with some kind of planet behind them, but of course being 3 lanes. We still have the standard tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3 inhib turrets and 2 turrets defending the base. Without a doubt the games were a lot quicker. I think one of the biggest issues with the old map was the size. By the time your team made a play, get to the lane you want, your minions are never there, and this allows the enemies to respawn, defend that structure even after being dead for 70 seconds. Obviously Quang has just been announced. I got the chance to play him on the new map and he was super fun. When chucking out his sword he's unable to attack but can tether his bows, and the ability to teleport to his sword from anywhere on the map allows for a lot of play potential. He was super broken at the time. One game I got 40 kills, pretty sure they would have tweaked him by now. Question I'm sure you bosses are thinking right now, will this be replacing the old map? Well, that's a good question. For sure, I think this will be the main map when it comes out. You're going to be averaging games around 30 minutes, which is a lot more manageable, and in my opinion will be a lot more fun. I don't know for certain, but I imagine the old map will stay there, as you guys will probably write otherwise. It'd be a nice touch to still to be able to go on it from time to time, but for me personally, I'm going to be sticking to the new map because it kicks ass. I can't wait till they start releasing some more content to do with it. I wanted to keep the video short and sweet. You're probably going to be able to find more videos on this from the likes of Hollow, Beanhead, RGAce and Nudge and a couple other streamers that got invited to the event, as we were told last night on Discord that we were able to break our NDA for this. I'm super pumped for this new map. There's so much more stuff I actually got to see out in Epic's HQ that I can't tell you about just yet. So all I say is stick with Epic, guys. They know what they're doing for sure. They're listening to the community. I'm constantly in touch with the team and they're amazing hands down. Again, don't forget to like this video and leave me a comment below on your thoughts to be in for a chance of winning some Paragon coins at the end of next month. Good luck, guys. See you in Agora.